r/ask Reddit. Which generally disliked movie do you really enjoy? There's a bunch of movies I loved as a kid and only learned later that I'm supposed to dislike. Waterworld, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and Van Helsing are the first to come to mind. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is quite fun. That movie got Sean Connery to give up acting, that's how much he hated it. Resident Evil, the 2002 one is my favorite, but TBH I had a good time with all of them. They're regarded as bad. I grew up on the original movies with Mila Jovovich. Still love to do the occasional rewatch. Yeah, they were pretty ill received by most of the video game fans. Which I understand, but since I grew up with them as a kid, I've loved them ever since. Still do, even though I see and pick apart all of the problems with it. Tears of Joy. George Clooney Batman. I understand it's a shit film, but the nostalgia of watching this in theaters with my old man beats all. Battleship. It seems like everyone had a fun time making it. Lockout was another one. Guy Pearce seemed to be having a really good time. The Village. I love it and find it so watchable. Saw it 3 times in the theater. If it's on TV I'm watching it. If I'm bored and nothing on Netflix is tickling my fancy, I'll pop the DVD in. I know a lot of people shit on the twist, but I enjoyed it. Love the cast. Probably one of my top 10 movies of all time. Suicide Squad 2016. Not saying it's a critically good movie by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm not going to make excuses for it or defend it. That being said, I can happily sit down for a couple hours and be entertained by it. On Her Majesty's Secret Service is a controversial one-off that stars George Lazenby, the worst Bond of all time. But I'd argue it might be the best Bond movie ever. It has the best Blofeld, the best villain's lair, the best action chase scenes, the best Bond girl, the best scenery, and it's tons of fun to watch. It's also prime late 60s Bond. That movie is pretty highly regarded among Bond movie though. That's the only Bond movie that made me cry. Thank you for watching RedditMain. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And leave a comment if you have any ideas for future videos. Have a wonderful day.